Look around back here, it looks like fishing paradise with all these trees. Not in the wintertime. You need to get, this is a really shallow lake. It's probably 2 to 3 feet deep around all these trees. What the fish do is they live up here in the spring, and in the summer a lot of times they're up in here too. In the wintertime, all the bait fish push to the other end of the lake. So I don't even bother to fish here because I fished them enough times to know they're not here in the winter. So I go out of these shallow water areas to the basin of the lake. And this generally only works in these really shallow, swampy type blackwater lakes. You just gotta get out of these trees, all the shiners and everything go, shad, everything, all the bait, all to the deeper basin, and the fish follow them. Sometimes these lakes they're so shallow that even in the winter, we're dealing with water in the upper 40s. Even then, there can be schooling fish if the water's clear, because it's only 6 feet deep. And if a school of shad comes by, shad are gonna go up. So I'm always on the lookout for any kind of schooling activity at all, and especially the birds. I'm seeing most of the birds that way, a few hundred yards, so. Oh, there's one right there. Look like a good one. I was just saying about the birds. Oh yeah. Old pig daddy. Woo. Good one, look how he ate it too. My pliers. He just picked it right up off the bottom. I was just pumping that trap up off the bottom, and it hit it right before it hit the bottom. Just real close. Bye-bye. My basic approach to these small lakes is, well, they're big and flat, and if you got the clear water, I just fan cast the whole middle where I think, you know, the shad and the bait, and then if I come across an area that's got a lot of stumps or a brush pile or something, that's when I'll pick up that spinnerbait. I use a Dave's tournament tackle, and I just slow roll it through those brush piles that I may find. But strictly for covering water, it's hard to beat a lipless crankbait. So when you get into a lot of brush and stuff where you're getting hung up a lot, there's a good one right there, right on the bottom. I don't know what I've got. This might be a little jack. No, it's a little bass. Little bitty old bass. See you, buddy. He was about in the same place as that bigger one. This water being so cold, they're tight down on the bottom. Every fish has been just about, I pump it up and I let it go back and hit the bottom. And it's been right about when I thought it was gonna hit the bottom that I've been getting the bite. So they're probably just laying right on the bottom. But they really do, if a school of shad comes over a school of bass, they come to life. One thing you gotta remember with small lakes is to put them on a rotation. Like if you found one and you think you got it all to yourself, you really wanna not come to it every day and wear them out. Just put it on like a once a week, once every 2 weeks, and then you ensure yourself really good fishing. If you start hitting it too much, like every day, fish get wise to you and you won't do nearly as good. I'd rather have 1 day of outstanding fishing every couple of weeks than, you know, 4 or 5 days in a row of kind of marginal fishing. So just keep that in mind when you fish small lakes, is to put them on a schedule. Oh yeah, there's a little grebe over there. Usually where they are at, they can put down some 3 and 4 inch shad, and they're usually sitting right near a big school of shad, so that's probably gonna be a key spot over there. A seagull just dove and got a shad kind of this side of them, about 100 yards or so. I bet there's a bunch of bass down there. There he is. He's way out there. Gonna come up and jump. Look at that. Like I literally just can't even do anything with him. He's just bulldogging it down there. Oh yeah, he's a pretty one. Yeah. Watch those triple hooks. There he is. Look down in his throat. You can see a big minnow down in there, or a shad. And what I was talking about the other, just a minute ago, with the grebes, is exactly where that grebe was. And that's where the bait fish are. And that's where those good ones are like that. There he goes. All right, I'm giving my old spinnerbait a try here. A lot of times after you've heard them on a rattling bait, if you throw something a little more quiet through there, get an extra fish or two. Just came through a stump right there. There he is. On a big old Dave tournament tackle spinnerbait. You know, I found this school of fish and they turned off. Oh yeah. And in here. He's real brown looking. He's kind of cool. Come on back. You know, I pumped that rattle trap through there and caught those first two, and then I switched to just a Dave's tournament tackle, 1/2 ounce with a great big number 6. It just thumps down there, and it's a little bit slower than that trap, and I got an extra one out of that school. Today's drive at home point is simple. Fight the visual cues of the beautiful shallow cover in the wintertime. If the water was 48 degrees, and man, those fish are just not up in that 2 to 3 feet of water. So get out there where you see the birds in the deep basin of the lake. The deep basin in a lot of these ponds is only like 6 feet. So the shad are fighting that cold water, and a lot of them are dying. So you want to pump your bait up off the bottom and let it flutter back down, imitating a dying shad, and you'll catch a lot of big fish like we did today.
Carolina's Perfect Cast, brought to you by Culprit, more than just your favorite worm. Dave's Tournament Tackle. Shop online at davestournamenttackle.com. Rod Glove, for all your rod and reel needs. Sunline, the strength to guarantee your confidence.